sold the land to MF Estate to build? Who sold it? When you see the person who sold, give the MF Estate, they will see that it's them that they are selling the land.
So you mean that big estate companies are finding their way here, but those of you who are selling just one plot or two plots just to make ends meet, they are coming after you?
Yes, that's what I would say. And you have to check. I think you have. See this woman and the children, small children. You are breaking. Where are they going to sleep? They will go back to the street. They will go back to the street. And you're supposed to say that you are trying to reset something. I don't know. You are trying to remove those on the street. And now you are building where they used to put their head. So where do you want them to go? They will go back to the street.
I mean, your argument is valid, but you see, when buildings spring up here, the problem is that the rain cannot find its way here and collect here. Then it means that it will go back onto the streets, and the people who have built in the cities, their houses will be flooded. Are you not worried about that?
When you come here, have you seen water here?
No, but it hasn't rained today.
It doesn't rain, but it rained before they came here.
When?
We have a place that the rain used to stand. So if that place that they are saying,
when last
we don't
did
have
it
problem.
rain?
Oh, I'll say two weeks now. So 2 weeks now, if water is here, you know that water is here. 2 weeks now, they cannot dry. You know that there's a water here.
Yeah, but you see, water does not necessarily have to collect here because they have filled the place. So the water moves.
We said how they feel.
Yeah, but I can see that.
They fill here. You see that they fill here.
This is not part of the places they have filled.
Yes, they have nobody that fill here.
According to you, you're saying that this part is not part of the
You see,
side.
we have some. I'm not saying it's not part. It's part of the other side. But you see, the people in the town now we are many. We are now many. Some people have to find some place and put their head. So if there's a land that there's no water there, fine. When they say the place that there's a water, I don't have problem. They can build because we ourselves we have won them. But check this side. That woman being can put the head. You have not the government have not built any houses for us. The one they said they are building at Zakeme is there. Have they finished it? So where will the people go and sleep?
So are you saying that now anybody can do whatever they please, as long as they can find some place to sleep?
Not that anybody can find. You yourself, right now, if you yourself, right now, if you don't have place to put your head, we'll be able to come to work. We'll be able to come to work.
But it does not justify me doing the wrong thing, right?
It does not justify doing the wrong thing. The wrong thing has been done. What we have to do is, we have to sit down and find a means of ways so that what we can do about the water. You see this gutter, this one, it's not a gutter. The main water, the main river is at the back town. It's not here. You pass the island before you go to that place. Fine. Last time we went to a meeting, state president with CDC, and they said that we have to dredge all the gutters inside so that what CDC told us. So we accept. They said they will not come here to do any demolition for a year, but we have to sit down. Everything should stop. So we talk to them and everybody stop all the activities that is going on here. We are waiting for them. So they will form a committee so that we find money to. We are waiting for them. Before we see 2 months now, before we see they have come and do the policy. I called TDC. Say they don't know anything. The minister. Fine, the minister is the minister. So whether they give him the order, you have to do what I want to do. But not to the. You see, some of the things, if you break it, no. See, excuse me. Eric Cote was here. Eric Cote was former regional minister. Eric Cote come to the same this place. Eric Cote never break this thing. If it's single room. Eric Cote never break fence wall. Fence walls, you break the fence walls and say, let's sit down so that we rezoning the place for you people.
But don't you think that was what he did that allowed people to still erect more buildings in the area?
I will say something. Accra is shook now. There's no land in Accra now. You cannot leave this land, there's nothing on it. Unless maybe the government says, I'm going to use to do something. If the government says it's going to even do something, we know it's a government land. But the land belongs to we, the tradition. We are there before the government come. So if you want to use or want to do something, you sit down. You see, nobody is saying that they are right. But they have to put cautions on.
You don't want them to put a human face to it.
That is it. And think about the people. Think about the people. You see, yeah, I'm telling you, I'll reserve that one.
Well, you want to bring in politics?
And
things that we have done, things that we said, because the time when we got people were worrying, people were worrying, we were telling them that they shouldn't worry. When the NDC come to power, they will do all their best to resolve the issue. But the river, where the waters are, nobody should go there.
So they voted for the end?
Yes, that's why they voted for them. That's why Tama West were able to win. They were able to win this time. So you see, some things it's very painful to their heart. See, we don't have problem. I said we should sit down. So look at somebody. See how cement is costing now. How road is costing. And somebody build. Sit the person and let's talk. Oh, where you have done the thing is not good. So you get time and then what? Do your this thing. We come all the things, or let's sit down and see how best you are going to solve this issue. But not you wake up a day you come demolish. Somebody that have so many years he used to build. So many years. The person who used to build, and you come and break it one day.
I saw the Tama West MC. Have you engaged him?
Yes, I went to Tama West. The first time they came here, I went to Tama West. I went to meet the MC. Then after the MC, I went to the NADMO boss. So they said it's above them. So there's nothing they can do. That's what they said.
Have you tried engaging the minister since you've been here?
The minister, he don't allow you to come closer to you. So how can you talk with him?
They are carrying the orders of the president. But what I can only say is they should put themselves in our shoe. If you were to buy land here and you don't know here were to be a Ramsar site, okay, maybe take it, maybe I'm a chief that I sold here. But I don't tell the people that here is a Ramsar site. They also have their own money and they come to buy it. And I sold it for them. And now they've built, okay? Then one day they'll wake up from their bed and all the building is demolished.
I don't think that if you have money to buy land, you do due diligence before you purchase the land? You check if the land is actually available and if it's the right place to build?
If not by this exercise, do you know here they will come and demolish it one day? I'm asking you the media question. If not by this exercise going on today, do you know this place will be demolished one day?
Well, they told us this is part of the Ramsar site. And
how many years you get to know here is a Ramsar site? Oh, ask me the question so that I'll ask you. Let's talk. Let the media face us. How many years you get to know here is a Ramsar site and they will come and demolish? And when have you come here to tell the people, because you are the media, you spread the word, when have you come here to tell the people that here is a Ramsar site, so one day they will come and demolish?
2 months ago, the minister was here again for another exercise like this. They pulled down buildings. So if you have a building here, you must know that definitely one day they are going to come and pull down yours.
I asked about years, not a month. I say you, the media, that you spread the word to the country, to the world, and you know here is a Ramsar site. Some people also know, but some people doesn't know. So you, the media, that you know here is a Ramsar site, how many years have you come here to inform the people building here that here is a Ramsar site and one day it will be demolished?
Well, that's not the job of the media to come and tell somebody
but when
that
the government is coming to demolish, you, the media, that's your job.
Yeah, we come and cover what the government is doing.
But you not come and inform them.
No, we can't come and be telling people. The people who purchase the land, they must know where they are buying the land. It's their responsibility. Don't you think so?
Have they write any Ramsar site signboard here? Have they put in any Ramsar site signboard here? Or have you put in any line that no one should cross here belongs to the Ramsar area?
So you're saying that somebody has the money to go and buy land? Sure they don't have any responsibility to do any due diligence?
If the owner knows here is a Ramsar and they will come and demolish one day, he will put up this building.
So you're saying that the people's ignorance of this place being a Ramsar site is good enough reason for them to go ahead and build and nobody should say anything?
The forestry department here gave up a line not to cross. And the line they gave, they have to put a third mark so that when the people are coming to buy or to develop, they will know, oh, we are not supposed to cross here.
Okay, so that's what you're asking for, that they need to demarcate the areas properly enough.
Put a third mark so that anybody who is coming to buy land here will know here is a third mark and nobody should try to cross.
Okay.
This is a list I have for you. Thank you. I'm Abraham Ni Afoto Dai Aji, Asapache Afoto Group.
So that was one of the leaders, traditional leaders in the area, speaking to Charles Kumi. Here's the minister explaining why they embarked on this exercise.
The fact that we are here doesn't mean that we've not engaged the president. I mean, we wouldn't come here if he's not in support. I mean, trust me, we are resetting the country, and all these things are part of the resetting agenda. And so we want to make sure that I even heard someone saying that this time around, I mean, when it's rained, the flood, there wasn't so many, flood in certain areas. And I say yes, it's because of the demolition exercise that is ongoing. The fact that people doesn't see it on telly doesn't mean that there is no demolition exercise ongoing. NADMO is also, handling part of the district, the constituency. So for the past few weeks, there has been some demolition exercise. Just that, the publicity wasn't there, so people are not aware that there are ongoing demolition. But there are ongoing demolition.
So, as I said, this is a multi-dimensional issue. So we deal with the people who are saying they are not happy that their buildings are going down. They were given a 2-month notice. That's number one group, which I want you to deal with. The number two group, obviously the assemblies. No, the people who sold the land to them. Because you heard one of the chiefs complaining to our reporter that have they written that this is a Ramsar site. He was pretty upset, and he was trying to even politicize the issue. That was the chief and the person who sold the land. Then number three, the assembly that possibly gave a permit. Now, I'm not sure if there were permits given. Even if there were no permits given, why would somebody build for 2 months or 3 months or a year?
In one of the videos, there was one of the victims who was pointing at some guy, saying that you are the one who gave me the permit.
Which means the guy is in the assembly.
Oh, of course.
And now he's joining to demolish.
Yeah, but have you forgotten the last time there was a guy everybody was pointing at who swore right in front of our camera that he knows nothing about it?
They say he's the one who's been selling the land. Because again, back to your point about use an example that we do
catching
the tree. So in this example of Ramsar site, is this the right approach?
It's part of the different levels that we should go through to be able to resolve the issue. I think the demolition is just one part. After demolition, we need to secure the place. If you don't secure the place, unless you provide a 24/7 guard services, nothing will happen.
We'll go back.
And then we need to go back and track the processes that have led to people settling in these areas. Now, the person who bought the land may be ignorant, but the person who works with the assembly who gave the permit is not ignorant, because they see it as an economic venture. And they close their eyes to it. In fact, they even advise you how they can get people to help you build in the night. Okay, so yes, break them down, you must, but it doesn't end there. Otherwise, it will recur. The people who give the permits, we have to go after them. And every district assembly head or DC who has superintendent over this process should be questioned. You see, what we are doing in Sakumono will serve as a signal to a lot of assemblies in other areas. The red sec here will not be the same going to other regions. But if they see that this is how we have resolved this problem, this is a Ramsar site. There are waterways that have been completely bastardized. Wetlands gone. So now we are spending more money in keeping our communities safe. That's if we have the money. The same rain that could pour in 1986-87, today, if it happens, we are dead. Why? Because we have blocked our waterways, we have reclaimed our wetlands. Look, we know how to reclaim everything except land from the sea.
That's the thing we do in Ghana.
So we can't sit and watch. It's not a Rambo operation that we should be just.
What do you make of the chief's attempt to rope politics into it, or at least to make a claim? He wasn't the one. There was another guy who was interviewed by the who was saying that how do we vote for somebody to kind of be destroying our houses?
Just to blackmail.
Which becomes the reason why the duty bearers don't want to do what they have to do.
It's to blackmail the politicians. It's to blackmail the politicians. And I think that for an operation like this, the Parliament Committee should give the backing to it.
So that we
know that both sides, yes, We should see the parliament committee. What do you call them? Parliament committee on whatever.
A committee that is
environment. There's also housing.
They should be seen to be
a relevant
interested in
committee.
this
So it
because
will not be seen as a
yes.
Because once you make it NDC versus MPP, you've lost.
It's not going to end. And this thing replicates itself in different communities. Look, Bernard, the Galamsey problem is the same thing. Farmlands. You know, why go to Cote d'Ivoire? One cocoa farm is about 10 hectares. Come to Ghana, one cocoa farm is 2 plots.
And now one self Galamseyers have entered.
How do we grow? How?
And they are overtaking.
We are sitting here. Brazil has started 500,000 hectares of cocoa farm. We are sitting here. In 2-3 years, we will be wiped off if we continue doing things the way we're doing.
We'll do gold board.
Well, you do gold board not as an end to the problem. Yeah. You are doing it to sanitize. You understand? But if you are not ready to hold on to the truth and craft our realities properly so we can solve the problem, then nothing will happen.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think, she obviously has presidential backing because the president had a committee he formed, a task force on flooding, which did the mapping and instructed her to what she's doing. My question is, do you think she should have spent a bit more time in parliament to get the buy-in of the minority so that politicization does not occur, or it may waste too much time?
Well, I think she could do both. Even now, it's not too late because the work is not done yet. It's Greater Accra region, of course. And apart from the Ramsar
Greater
side,
Accra region caucus.
Apart from there, because look, we can say without any confirmation that the former minister, Henry Quartey, will be in agreement with this. Indeed, Henry Quartey started a thing like this. His own party people went after him.
They boycotted him. Yeah, right.
They did not even give him resources to do the work.
He was on his own.
You understand? So if a new regime comes and they want to do it, the likes of Henry Quartey, maybe he of course, it won't be popular for him to jay his face like that. But I'm saying
he was actually at her betting.
Oh yes,
he was at the betting.
But our man too was there. Titus Glover too was there.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that this is to secure our spaces properly, and we shouldn't limit it to just the Ramsar site. Today, go if you are going out of Accra to Eburi, just look to your left and look at all the hills there.
The greenery is gone.
Buildings.
So when it rains and it gets flooded, we feign surprise. Really?
Which means that places like Teman in Abokobi will also start getting flooded.
Oh yes!
The hills at the top have
if it rains and you go there, you will see what you're talking about. Yeah. So I'm just saying that we are watching the things unfold, and we pretend, and then we say, let's go for a loan and come and solve it. We can solve the infrastructure, but we can't solve the attitude. The word I wanted to use.
Bernard, you see, some men's made a point that I really love, that after the demolition, what next? You need to secure the place. And there are several examples we can learn from. You see, if you secure the place and you just left it, it will always entice people, and people who are within the authorities will always, people who want to buy. Money is always going around. Turn the place into a conservation. Turn it into a theme park of something.
Don't leave it fallow.
Don't just leave it fallow. Because if you made it a conservation where people actually pay to go take walks, go sit there, read, or just while away time, it will also be economically beneficial, and it will serve. Everyone will see that this place is not a bare land. Just don't go and build.
If you leave it barren,
yes.
My worry though is that now that you've even broken down these walls, are you going to leave them there like that? Because you see, the idea of a wetland is a place which is like a sponge.
Yes.
Right? So the land itself and the way it is, it has to be of a certain caliber. Now, you've already filled it and built. So demolition may not even be the final thing. They may have to even clear.
Yes.
But I mean, go to the University of Ghana Geography Department. They have the solution to all these things, but nobody will listen to them.
Geography and Resource Development.
Nobody will listen to them.
So the story is told of the reclaimed Agbogloshi area.
And the house been left.
Yeah, that's right. And I remember when I was doing some documentary, I asked the minister about what the plan was to ensure that it was not left ajar so the people go back to it. His response at that time was that the place is so toxic. At a certain point, it was worse than Chernobyl. Like the toxicity there because of the burning of...
Near former Christ Temple.
Exactly. So they need to allow the place to nature to like revive itself.
So you leave it on its own.
But there were also suggestions that there are certain plant species that could be introduced there
to hasten that process.
To hasten the process. But somehow that was not carried through. Now, if you go back there, the people are back.
So it means what Henry quoted it has been rendered useless.
That's right.
Cost 90. Cost 90.
And we saw them when they were building the structures.
Structures have come up already.
Yes. So you ask yourself, I mean, you pay people to work in specific positions, and their job requirements say that you need to deal with this particular problem. Every month we pay them. Yet somehow these things happen and people pretend they do not know about it. I mean, that's why sometimes it hurts, because that whole enclave, there is an assembly responsible for it. Now, there are monitoring officers in those assemblies. They are monitoring officers, and they are paid for the singular job of going out there to find out who is doing something.
They should be brought to book.
I mean, those are.
We shouldn't just demolish. They should do a roll call of those whose failure led to this process. So
whose
they can
acquiescence or negligence or direct involvement that led to that.
Because you cannot tell me that somebody put up a 4-story building in a place like this without somebody in an
But we shouldn't leave out the chief executive, so. Because more often than not, the big boys are connected to the chief executive.
Yeah. They gave them 2 months to move, but they didn't. You know, they started the demolition around May, and then they said they should clear, but they went to they didn't stop.
It's just like you wake up one morning and the Kotoka International Airport, somebody has built a high-rise building on the tarmac. And then you say, oh yeah, that's why they say, oh, the chief executive wasn't aware, or the guy in charge of air traffic, he didn't know about it.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
They knew. You can't. You are right.
Or you go and you occupy Flagstaff House and you have built your own spot there and you are enjoying. Then the person in charge of security says, "Oh, me, Mr. President, I don't know about it." How is that possible?
You are making a thing too upset. So there's no way the assemblies would not know that this thing was going on.
They would have known or turned a blind eye even when they saw that, this thing was... sometimes they go there themselves. They say, Charlie, no, this thing, you give something, we'll regularize it for you.
So the assemblies must be brought to book.
Of course.
Mami lawyer.
I mean, I agree with what Bernard and Samens have said, that this couldn't have happened without the assemblies participating or being negligent. And so, yes, I expect the minister to address this, to call for an inquiry or investigation into how some of her team were complicit in this matter.
Probably before she even took office.
Exactly.
Because this is buildings that have been there for a while.
But it's not too late. She can still proceed on that score. But on reflection, for me, I feel that it's sad to see a certain lack of civic responsibility. Listening to the interactions between the reporter, and I think our reporter did a yeoman's job with him and some of the offenders. Okay. My little disagreement with Samens is that he called them victims. I don't think that they are victims per se. Respectfully, yes. I think that they are.
We are sorry, why now? Holy child in the mouth.
They are what?
I think that they are offenders.
They are also victims.
So your point is that they are offenders.
That's fine, but my view is that they are offenders. And when the law is taking its course, I find the blackmail and the politicization of the matter irresponsible as a citizen. I think that we need to reflect on our own actions. We cannot always hide behind ignorance or claims of ignorance, do the wrong thing, and when there's enforcement, we are making threats and trying to blame others and rudely questioning journalists who are also trying to do their job. I think we need to reflect on that.
Let me read a few comments. There is the need for the Forestry Commission to educate the country on where the Ramsar sites are. They are at Sakumono, Muni, Densu, which is gone, Songo,
it's going,
Owabi, the only inland one, and Keta. The information on the importance of the Ramsar site is at the Forestry Commission, Water Research Institute, and universities. As Amen said, nobody will listen to their solutions and recommendations anyway.
Yes, and Bernard, some messages coming in. This is exactly what's happening at the atomic energy area in Kwabenya. People are filling the wetlands directly opposite the atomic energy site. I hope the Ga East MCE and the Works and Environment engineers are aware. This level of lawlessness is unacceptable. The roads already flood when it rains. We are hoping to see swift and decisive action. Good morning, Bernard. All the wetlands around, so quite similar, atomic, have been taken over by concrete buildings. Regional minister should pay attention as well. Raskobi sends that. Francis in Accra says, hi CBS, good morning, Ben. In fact, what the guy said in your report on the Ramsar site is the point. Let all stakeholders come together with the media and draw the line as a boundary or a big or huge pillar as a landmark between them, so that we all know where the Ramsar site ends. Until this is done, the issue won't end. Please tell the regional minister to send her team to Tema Community 3 near Shamokwe Park, Community 5, 6, 10, and 11. All the rivers have been filled up with concrete.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah. Pa Willie in Ashali Botre says, Bernard, aside the district assemblies, which other institutions can provide prospective land buyers information on whether a land is a Ramsar site or not? Because clearly the people at the assemblies are complicit. From Daniel in La, good morning, Bernard and team. Why is the government punishing the people who have built on the Ramsar site but leaving the chiefs who sold the land and the municipal assemblies and the Forestry Commission officials? Justice, justice, justice.